All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, Rakathum, double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, everywhere, and salute, and a shalom to all the Akim that are out here laboring, pushing this truth in all sincerity and in truth. Um, the title of this lesson is Many are called, but few are chosen. All right. It's gonna be a real. It's gonna be a real quick lesson anyway. Matthew 22 and 14. It says for Khan Zayan Na'awa, daughter of Jerusalem. Shalom Ufalet David Shalom Akwath Yahweh Bashem Shah Brakatah Bashem Kakadash. Right? It says, for many are called, but few are chosen. All right. So you see, there's a lot of Israelite camps out here, right? And in those, and in these camps, there's a lot of members, right? Now, is every single Israelite in these camps, are they chosen? No. Okay. Now, were they called? Yes, they were called. But are they chosen? No. All right. Because this knowledge, this truth is only for the elect of the nation of Israel. All right. And the only ones that's going to make it is the elect and the 1/3. Okay. There's millions and billions of Israelites, but the whole nation is is not chosen for salvation at this time. All right. The only ones that's chosen is the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay. 2/3 will have to die. All right. Let's get let's get this real quick. Judges 7 and 6. Let's see. Uh, yeah, the book of Judges chapter 7, verse 6. It says, this is uh yeah, it says verse 6 to 7, it says, and the number of them that lapped like a dog, so like it, that lapped, putting their hand into the water, were 300 men. But all the rest of the people bowed down upon their knees to drink water. And Yahweh said unto the Gideon, by the 300 men that lapped, I will save you, and deliver the Midianites into thine hand. And all the other people go every man to his place. To his place. All right. Once again, many are called, but few are chosen. Let's get let's get yeah, Romans 11 and 7. Come, here it is. Romans 11 and 7. It says, what then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. All right. According as it is written, Yahweh has given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. All right. Now, there's a lot of Jake in the truth. There's a lot of them in the truth. Okay. Now, Jake is constantly saying what? We have to raise up the whole nation, right? No, we don't. No, we don't. I wish they would stop saying that because the only ones that's going to make it are the elect of the nation of Israel, or the elect. The elect is a small number, is a small cluster compared to the rest of the nation of Israel. Let's get this. Um, uh, Near the block, I guess, is thankful. Um, no, is uh, uh, um, Netabaya is thankful. Shalom, Yahba Shemal Shah, Rakatha Akim. This is Khan, Ezekiel 6 and 8. It says, "Yet I will leave a remnant that ye may have some that shall escape the sword among the nations, when ye shall be scattered through the country." Right? The only ones that's going to escape the sword, escape the destruction, or the elect. Okay, because only the elect have have the Most High's mark. Right? The mark of what? Exemption from judgment. And I'm gonna get that in a minute. It says, and David said, "Let the table be made a snare and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always." Right? Now, so the rest of the nation of Israel, they don't have, they, they don't have the true understanding of these scriptures. Only the elect have the true understanding, right? Only the elect will be able to learn the song, man. I think that's uh, Revelation. I think it's Revelation 14, I believe. I hope I'm right. Let's see. Uh, let's see. See if I can find this. Okay. Uh, this is Revelation 14 and 3. The Wadi Yabashim Yahushua says, "And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth." Okay? So now that song is this gospel. It's the true understanding of this gospel. It's the true understanding of this word, man. Only the elect will be able to learn that. Okay? Only the elect have that um have the exemption from judgment. Okay? The rest of the nation of Israel are marked for judgment. All right. So if so if so if a J can't get it, They can't get it. Move on, man. You can't make them get it. If they're not meant to get it, they're not. They are not meant to get it, man. Jake, you cannot open nobody eye. Jake, you cannot open no one's eyes, man. Jake, only Yahweh Shai can open and can open your heart and open your eyes, man, to be able to receive this knowledge, man. Jake, Jake, if someone can't get it, they can't get it, man. Move on. All right. Oh, what's that? Yeah, Ezekiel. Ezekiel 9. Let's see. Ezekiel 9 and 4. But I'll start at 1. It says he cried also in mine ear with a loud voice, saying, cause them that have charge over the city to draw near, even every man with his destroying weapon in his hand. And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lieth toward the north, and every man a slaughtered weapon in his hand, and one man among them was clothed with linen with a writer's inkhorn by his side. And they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. And the glory of Yahweh of Israel, right, of the power of Israel, was gone up from the cherub whereupon he was, and to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh in the crowd. Okay, hold on, it's back. Okay, all right. So the only ones that sighing and crying for all of the wickedness that's going on, man, those are the ones that have the mark of exemption from judgment, man. The thawab, all right. That's the thawab, all right. Meaning what? They will escape um, the destruction, man. They will be delivered and beamed up into the chariots, man. All right. It says, and to the others, he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark. Okay? And begin at my sanctuary. They began at the ancient men that were before the house. Right? So who's going to make it out? Only the elect of the nation of Israel. The rest of Israel, they got to be destroyed. That's just what it is. Okay? Let's get Revelation 7. Revelation 7 and 1. It says, and after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth. Right? And what's that? That's the destruction, man. That's the destruction. It says, this is uh um Nedabiah is thankful. Revelation 9 and 6. It says, and in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right. It says, That the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on the tree, nor, hold on, Salaki, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. Right? And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Khan, all the tribes of the children of Israel. All right, hold on real quick. Let's get this. Um, let's get. I'm gonna see some real quick. See what this precept say real quick. Okay, let's get this one. See what it say. This is Ephesians 1:13. It says, "In whom ye also trusted after that." In whom ye also trusted after that ye heard the word of truth, the good news of your salvation. In whom also after that ye believed, with you were sealed with the Holy Spirit of promise. All right. So only the elect are sealed for salvation, for deliverance, for redemption, man. The rest of Israel, they got to go. But they will come back, all right? They will come back through the loins of the elect. But it says in Romans 11 and I think 25 and 26, it says, and all Israel shall be saved. So all of Israel will be saved, right? At the end of the day. But first, the elect will be delivered. But then in the kingdom, the rest of Israel will come back. All right, Revelation 7. It says, of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Naphtali was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph, right? And the tribe of Joseph is what? It's who? The tribe of Ephraim, all right? Was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin was sealed 12,000, right? So only the elect and the one third, all right? The one third is the large multitude in verse 9. After this, I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, and palms were given in her hand. Right? That's who? That's the one third, man. All right. Um, um, Men, women, and their families. All right. This is speaking of Israelites, not actual heathen. Okay, because because it was promised that all Israel shall be saved. Okay, it says here, verse 10, and cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our power, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. Right? So salvation to our power. What does it say in uh in the book of Joel? What does it say in Joel? Joel, hold on real quick. Okay, yeah. Joel 2 and 2 and hold on, let's see. It says, you shall know that I am in the midst of Israel. See if I can find that real quick. Bear with me. Mm. Okay, yeah. Joel 2 and 27, it says, and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am Yahweh your power and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed. Shall never be ashamed. So in the book of Revelation 7, that great multitude said what? That salvation to our power. Why would they say that if they're not Israelites? It says what? Out of every nation, out of all nations and countries and people and tongues. Why? Let's get Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28 and 64. Deuteronomy 28 and 64. It says, and Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of heaven even to the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So Israel was scattered into all nations. Okay, not every Israelite will come looking like John Shaft or Samuel Jackson. Okay, they won't come looking like Wesley Snipes. Okay, Israel, Israel will come looking like the nations where they have been scattered. Okay, so it doesn't matter how someone looks, man. All right, it's the spirit. So if their spirit resonates with this gospel, man, with this truth, they are Israelites, man, because only Israel can come into this knowledge anyway. Come on, man. Right? Plus, it says in the book of James, James 1. James 1 and 1, it says, James, a servant of Yahweh and of the Master Yahweh Shah Mashiach, to the 12 tribes scattered abroad, greeting. So Israel was scattered into all nations, right? James 1 and 1 just proved that. Okay? I don't know what to say. Okay, this is 2 Timothy 2 and 10. It says, therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may obtain the salvation which is in Mashiach Yahushua with eternal glory. That's right. See, man. See, man, it's only for the elect. This is hold on, which one is it? Okay. Jeremiah 30 and 11. It says, for I am with thee, saith Yahweh, to save thee, though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee. Yet I will not make a full end of thee. I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. What the hell is going on? All right. Now it says what? Malachi 3 and 6. Malachi 3 and 6. It says this. All right. Malachi 3 and 6. It says, for I am Yahweh, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the Israelites are still on earth to this day. Okay. Um, okay, it says uh, uh, um, if the sun, the moon, and the stars cease from before me, that that uh that the nation of Israel will no longer be a nation to them. You still see the sun and the moon and the stars, right? Yes, you do see it every day and night. You see the sun every day. You see the moon and the stars every night. So that lets you know what that the nation of Israel is still here. All right, now will the sun and the moon and the stars cease from before Yahweh? No, never will. It ain't gonna ever happen. All right, let's go back. Revelation 7 and 11. It says, and all the angels stood round about the throne and about the elders and the four beasts, and fell before the throne on their faces and worshiped Yahweh. Right. This is says saying so. Says saying so. Like it, saying so let it be. Blessing and glory and wisdom and thanksgiving and honor and power and might be unto our power forever and ever. So let it be. And one of the angels answered and answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes? Whence came they? And I said unto them, Salaki, and I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. Right? So John said, I don't know. So how come John didn't know who the great multitude were? How come he didn't know, man? Jacob, every Israelite would come looking like John Shaft, then John, he would have known, man. He then then John, he would have said, these are Israelites. But he didn't know. Why? Because they didn't. Why? Because they didn't look like your average everyday Israelite, man. They looked like like the nations where they have been scattered to, man. Because you will have Israelites that will come looking like Moab, Ammon, right? Amalek, Japhet, Ham. You will have Israelites coming. You will have Israelites that will come looking like all the nations where they have been scattered to, man. As simple as that. If you can't get it, you can't get it. I don't. Me personally, I don't give a fuck if you get it or not, man. It don't matter, cause it's only for the elect anyway. It says. He said, and he said unto me, these are they which came out of great tribulation and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Come on, man. We'll get Matthew 7 real quick. Okay, Matthew 7 and 13 to 14. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which which go in thereat. Okay? Come. It says this is Jeremiah the 12 and 9. It says, mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour. All right? Now, all right, a speckled bird is a bird of many colors, right? That means what? That the nation of Israel will come looking like every nation where they have been scattered to. That's just bottom line. You can't get it? Okay. I understand it with no problem. Okay? So Jake, stop looking at how someone looks, man. Okay? Because it's not about how they look, man. It's about the spirit. Okay? Because it says what? It says, judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Okay? So there will be many Israelites that will that will enter into the gate that leads unto death and destruction. All right? Verse 14, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Okay? So only the elect will go through the gate, the narrow gate that leads unto life and everlasting life and peace. Okay? Proverbs 12 and 29. Here it is. Proverbs 12:29. So like it. No, hold on. What's that? What's that? Well, Proverbs 12:28. So like it. It says, in the way of righteousness is life, and in the pathway thereof there is no death. So in the pathway of righteousness, there's no death. There's life on the path of righteousness. There's life on the path of righteousness, man. There's no death. But on the pathway of wickedness, there's death and destruction. Okay? So the only ones that's going to make it, that will enter into life, are the elect. It's only for the elect, man. It's only about the elect. Let's get this. Close out. Matthew 24 and 30. Matthew 24. Hold on real quick. And 31. Matthew 21, Matthew 24 and 31, it says, and he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect, from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Okay? He keeps mentioning the elect. Why? Because it's only for the elect, man. That's it. That's all. Hold on. Let's see. First Thessalonians 4:16. Let's see what that says. Let's see. First Thess first like First Thessalonians 4:16. What the hell is that? Oh well, it don't matter. All right. This is it says for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel. Who is now Khan? Yeah. It says, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead and the Mashiach shall rise first. All right? Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds. Okay? To meet the Lord in the air. So we shall ever be with the Lord, right? With kind of says, wherefore, comfort one another with these words. So the only ones that's going to be caught up together to be with Yahweh Shah in the air or the elect of the nation of Israel. Point blank, period. Many are called, but few are chosen. A lot of Israelites were called, but all of them are not chosen. Now, Israel is the chosen people, yes. We are the chosen, yes. Now, Israel is the elect nation, but there's an elect inside of the elect. Okay, the elect and the 1/3 compared to the rest of the nation, that's a small number, man. That's a small number. That's a small cluster. Okay, so the remnant, aka the elect, will be saved. Many are called, but few are chosen. All right. So with that, I say shalom. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakwadash, Rakatham, double honors to the elect of the Salak, Salak. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that were well. Tawada to everyone on the comment board, and Tawada to the ones that's watching. Hopefully you all were edified and it boosted your faith. So with that, I say shalom.